I remember my mom making a large batch of Irish Moss drink on the occasional Sunday afternoon for the family. The warm spices filled my nose even before I tasted the rich creamy drink. I loved that light gel-like texture it had. It was always such a pleasure to down a very cold glass. Long before sea moss became a social media wellness trend, Jamaicans were already drinking Irish moss for many of those same reasons. Irish moss has been part of Jamaican food culture for generations. Even though Irish moss is technically just one type of sea moss, in Jamaica we call almost all sea moss Irish moss. Sea moss varies a lot in texture, shape, and appearance. It's only after sun drying that a lot of them turn into that golden brown color. Depending on how it's dried, some can still retain much deeper reds, greens, and purples. In my area, local varieties are harvested just off the coast, sun dried, then sold in the market. You can also find them in supermarkets as either dried or as gels. Traditionally in Jamaica, Irish moss was used as a tonic for strength, vitality, and fertility. Modern health claims sometimes make sea moss sound almost like a magical cure-all. And while it is genuinely nutritious, rich in minerals, good for digestion, and very filling, some of the claims online are definitely exaggerated. I think Jamaicans got this part right from the very start. Irish moss is not seen as a cure all. It was always treated like real nourishment. So today I will be making two very delicious sea moss drinks. One fully Ital with no dairy or animal products, and the second one much richer, more decadent, more energy dense, and much closer to the version I grew up drinking on those Sunday afternoons. Let's get into it. First, let's make the sea moss gel. I'm using a cup of dried sea moss. Sometimes you might notice salt on dried sea moss. That's completely natural. As the seawater evaporates during drying, it leaves little salt crystals behind. Start by submerging the sea moss in cold water and give it a really good scrub. It's usually stiff at first but frees up a bit after a couple minutes of being wet. Regardless of the variety, sea moss usually holds on to a bit of salt and debris, so I like to wash it a few times until the water runs clear. Some sea moss can also have a strong oceanic taste or smell. In that case, you can wash it with lime to kind of cut through that. You can see the sea moss already starting to rehydrate. Once properly washed, I'm going to submerge this under fresh cold water. Typically, you soak this overnight, but a few hours is enough for this to fully rehydrate. Luckily, we don't have to do any waiting because I had some soaking already. Once fully soaked, the sea moss swells up. It feels kind of rubbery and alive. The biggest reason for the characteristic texture of sea moss is carrageenan. It's a natural carbohydrate compound found in some seaweeds. Carrageenan pulls water into the sea moss and turns it into a natural gel. It's so effective that carrageenan is widely used throughout the food industry. Ice cream, yogurt, protein drinks, sauces, even processed meats. It acts as a stabilizer, emulsifier, and thickener. That quality is also what gives the Jamaican Irish Moss drink its distinct texture and mouthfeel. To keep everything fairly standard, I'm going to measure out 2 cups of soaked sea moss. Now, let's talk about flaxseed, or as most Jamaicans call it, linseed. Flaxseed is a key ingredient in the Jamaican Irish Moss drink. Together, the flaxseed and sea moss gives the drink its body, richness, and makes the drink feel more substantial. I'm using about 1 ounce of brown flax seeds. Cover that with just enough water to submerge it. Similar to sea moss, I'm going to soak this overnight. Soaking releases mucilage, so we end up with a similar gel-like texture to sea moss. That mucilage adds body and a natural creaminess that we normally associate with dairy. To my 2 cups of soaked sea moss, I'm going to add half of the flaxseed we soaked. I'm going to cover that with water, starting with some of the excess flaxseed soaked in water, then the rest with fresh water. That's roughly 2 total cups of liquid. A lot of Jamaican Irish Moss recipes also use gum arabic. It's a natural tree resin traditionally used to help thicken and stabilize the drink. I'm keeping this version a bit simpler, but we can't talk about Jamaican Irish Moss without mentioning that classic ingredient. Now, all that's left to do is blend this until completely smooth. Once blended, you should end up with this smooth, thick liquid. And that's our sea moss gel. I like to use these silicone bottom ice trays for easy portioning. Freeze or refrigerate these to get convenient cubes you can put in a smoothie or drink whenever you need them. Once we fully chill these down, we end up with these thick bouncy cubes. Now that our sea moss gel is done, let's make that delicious Ital sea moss drink. In my blender, I'm starting with 2 frozen cubes of our sea moss gel. That's roughly 4 tablespoons total. I'm also adding a few ice cubes because sea moss drinks can be surprisingly difficult to chill once blended, so it helps to start everything cold. 2 tablespoons of rolled oats, a tablespoon of brown sugar for a little sweetness, although honey or other sweeteners work just fine. 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, a splash of vanilla, a teaspoon of cinnamon, and just a pinch of nutmeg, a small pinch of salt, and finally 1 1/3 cups of unsweetened almond milk. Most non-dairy milks will work here as well. That smells incredible. Now we can blend this until completely smooth. Once blended, you end up with this rich, creamy, plant-based Irish moss drink. This recipe makes about 2 to 3 glasses depending on your serving size. Even with the peanut butter and sugar, it still comes out relatively light. What I really love about this version is how satisfying it feels while still being fully Ital. It has that creamy texture we normally associate with dairy, the warm spice from the cinnamon and nutmeg, and a subtle nuttiness from the oats and peanut butter. It's refreshing, nourishing, and surprisingly filling. And if you've always wanted to try Jamaican Irish Moss but didn't want something overly heavy or calorie dense, this is a great place to start. Now, let's make a more traditional Jamaican Irish Moss drink. This version is very different because we start by boiling the sea moss. Into my pot, I'm adding 4 cups of water, 1 cinnamon stick, 2 cups of our soaked sea moss, a teaspoon of freshly grated nutmeg, and isinglass. Isinglass is made from cleaning and drying certain fish swim bladders, so right off the bat this version won't be plant-based. Traditionally, isinglass was used as a thickener and stabilizer in desserts, candies, and drinks. And it was also commonly used in beer and wine clarification. In Irish Moss drinks, it helps improve the texture, keeps the mixture from separating, and give the drink a more uniform consistency. It's definitely more of an old school ingredient these days, but you can still occasionally find it in health food stores and supermarkets. And because it's collagen rich, it also contributes to that rich silky texture. We really don't need much, just 2 or 3 strands is enough. As the pot heats up, the isinglass quickly melts down into the liquid. This now needs about 15 to 20 minutes of boiling. Traditionally, this style of Irish moss was often boiled until the sea moss almost completely dissolved and all those thickening properties were fully activated. Some local Jamaican varieties actually take much longer because they hold their structure very well during cooking. If you're using that tougher local sea moss, you may need closer to 45 minutes. Once everything is fully cooked, I'm going to blend this until smooth. Before we do anything else though, we need to let it cool completely. As it cools, it thickens up into our traditional spice sea moss gel. This version is a little thinner than the first gel because we use a lot more liquid. Now, let's make the drink itself. Into the blender, I'm adding half a cup of the spice sea moss gel, about half an ounce of the soaked flaxseed. I prefer adding the flaxseed at this stage because some of its nutrients are sensitive to heat. Next, 3 tablespoons rolled oats, a quarter cup of raw peanut, 1 tablespoon vanilla, half a cup of evaporated milk, and 1 bottle of dragon stout. You can use any dark stout here. Guinness is very popular, but personally I prefer dragon because it has a smoother flavor. I also like the Spitfire version because of that extra kick. Some people even skip the stout altogether and add rum or rum cream instead. To sweeten everything up, I'm also adding a quarter cup of sweetened condensed milk. And finally, a few ice cubes to help cool everything down before blending. Instantly bring me back to Sunday evenings. Just look at that. That's rich, creamy, and deeply spiced. I'm finishing with a sprinkle of freshly grated nutmeg. Now, compared to some traditional versions, my Irish moss is actually fairly light. Some people prefer it extremely thick and viscous, like molasses. Personally, I don't enjoy it that heavy. But if you refrigerate this for a few hours, it will naturally continue to thicken. Wow, that is it. Rich, decadent, and slightly boozy. That's a perfect glass of OG Irish moss. Now that is a special occasion drink. Sea moss really is an incredible ingredient, but like anything else, moderation is important. Sea moss naturally contains iodine and other minerals that our bodies need, but consuming excessive amounts too regularly can become a problem. That's not meant to scare you away from it. Irish moss can absolutely be part of a balanced diet. But especially with richer versions like this, it's probably best enjoyed the way a lot of Jamaicans always enjoyed it, as occasional nourishment. I'm Nick and this has been delicious. Big shout out to all our patrons who help keep the kitchen cooking. Thank you for watching. Bless up and I'll catch you in the next one.